All right, this is what sports is all about. When you think about a winner take all and on to the next round, as a player, as a coach, as a broadcaster even, how exciting are moments like this?
They're really exciting. I mean, this is what you work so hard all off season, all preseason, and all season to position yourself for these moments. So it's really exciting for our group. I'm proud of our group for putting ourselves in this position, but we're not done yet. You know, this is an important one coming out for us, and we're ready to go.
For you, Steph, 10 years ago, make the final. Is it weird now, just one win away from this whole full circle moment for you?
What's weird is just the layouts have been so different in every time I've been a part of it. And coming back full circle and doing it with Bree, with Tosh, with Rima, who was on our 2012 team, Austin, who was a practice guy on that team. It just makes it special. I think every single one of us believed that we could be in this position, but with everything that has happened throughout the course of this season, I think being able to be one game away, being able to play in a game 5 in a series like this, it just makes everything that we went through worth it.
Does it add up that you get to play against Vegas, a team that has sort of like defined the last few years of W?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think anytime that you get a chance to play against the best, and you get a chance to play against a franchise who's won multiple champions, and certainly like my history of Becky and I being in the same class and competitors for so long, and somebody that I ultimately respect so much, it makes it fun. It makes it fun to share experiences with one another and with the group that we have.
You comfortable with how physical this series has been? And the other series seemed even more physical.
Look, I already got fined for supporting Cheryl, so yeah, which I think is crazy. But look, I think there's nothing that we want more than just consistency. That's what I would say.
I'm not going to get you fined either, but when you game plan for certain things, you look at matchups, you look at schemes, you can't game plan for a whistle. Is that something you just have to wait till the game gets started and see how it's going to go?
Well, I mean, if it was consistent throughout 40 minutes, maybe. I think you just have to adjust, and that's the thing. Like, players are gonna be able to adjust to how it's going to be called. If it starts one way and it can stay that way, that'd be ideal. But you can game plan for a lot of things, but at the end of the day, it's players making plays. We can game plan for first, second, third actions in offense, and then it comes down to, do you know personnel? Can you put your players in position where they can make their plays? And so there's a lot of things that are in our control that we have to maintain control of.
This team is 3-0 in elimination games this postseason. What does that say about this group?
I just think that this group has had a lot of moments where we felt like our back is against the wall. Whether it meant that in our season or not, I think everything that we've gone through has positioned us to be able to handle moments like this. And whether we come out on the winning side or not, being able to handle those ebbs and flows, being able to handle times where adversity strikes, being able to handle disappointment, setbacks, all of those things have positioned us to understand what it means when your back is against the wall.
How are the Vegas fans? Listening on TV, hearing the Indy fans, pretty loud, pretty crazy. How are the Vegas fans?
They're great. It's loud, it's crazy, and it's a show. My first game that I came to here in Vegas, I think I was calling a game. I can't remember what year it was, and I remember it was just thinking that it was so much fun, such an electric arena, and it was a show, so it was a lot of fun to be a part of.
It kind of feels like you guys have had like multiple seasons within this season, just because of like.
It does. I've aged about 5 years.
I guess within that context, is there a moment, a game, on the floor, off the floor, where it really set in for this staff or for you that like this group was like capable of a run like this?
I think that every time we're game planning and prepping and watching the film, we always believe that we can put our players in positions for success. And I think that because we're problem solvers, it seems like every time we lost a player, it'd be like, okay, we would have our moments, and then we turn our attention to, okay, well, how can we continue to put our teams in position to be successful? And I think that has really just allowed us to stay the course. I don't know if there was one moment outside of, feeling a little bit of that fight, that resilience at Connecticut that we talked about. But I don't know if there's one moment more so than just this group is really open to our thinking and really open to our adjustments and our changes, and they'll go out and they'll try anything. And because of their flexibility and because of my coaching staff and their ability to think outside the box and tweak and make changes, we've been able to put ourselves in positions to win ball games.
Does it feel like you're still learning like this particular iteration of your team?
Yeah, but I do feel like this team is the one that has been together for the longest throughout the course of this. I don't know if it's true or not, but it might be the team that's consistently been together for the longest period of time.
Do you feel like are you a little impressed, I guess, in a sense, of the way that your team has been able to kind of be open-minded, like you were saying, in the sense that it's just like it's a lot of new players that you brought in the off-season. It's also a lot of young players, players that were also brought in mid-season. It's not like this was a group that's been playing together for 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, I think number one, it starts with the type of players that we have, and Amber and Kelly did such a great job of getting coachable players who just want to be great, who want to continue to learn, who want to continue to develop, who haven't been in some of these types of moments. So for us, I think we've got a really good group that just wants to continue to push the envelope, and I feel like we've been blessed because every time we get a little bit closer, they've allowed us to push us a little bit, push them a little bit more, and not every group is like that, and I'm really thankful that this group is.
Who's the spearhead of that, do you think?
I mean, I think certainly AB, Kelsey, as far as being on the floor, the two that have really been here the longest, that are playing. Lexi, the same, just being so accepting and trying whatever we ask them to try.